Hello and a very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to Take Stock Market Close. I'm Taha Siddiqui.
And I'm Zain Sohar. We'll start off by taking a look at the local equity market's performance from the third trading session of the week. Good performance by the market. Volumes once again remaining on the dull side as opposed to 147 million shares being traded yesterday. Today, once again, only about 140.6 million shares overall did change hands at the local equity market. But on the positive side, there was intense buying activity seen as to whatever activity did take place at the market, eventually helping the local equity market 100 index to close about 107 points in the positive today, closing at a level of 9,137 points. That was the closing for the local equity market on the third trading session of the week. Overall, in this particular week alone, we've seen the market, if you take a net gain analysis of the market, it's gained by close to 60 to 65 points overall. We've seen good activity in the market, except for the first trading session when the market did close about 16 odd points in the positive. $1.1 million worth of selling came in from foreign investors. Yesterday, about $4.3 million worth of buying came in from foreign investors. And today, looking at the way the index has performed, 107 point gain, 9,137 point closing. So activity does seem as if there was some good interest from both local and foreign participation in the local equity market today as well. And that data will be available just shortly from the NCCPL as well. And we surely will be updating you on that. But on the important side, foreign activity has been seen in the market all throughout the past month. August, we saw about $95 million coming into the local equity market. In the first 15 days of September, we've seen close to $115 million being brought into the local equity market by foreign investors. So the portfolio investment figures have been rising, but on the other hand, we did mention this in the morning as well, that the foreign direct investment numbers have slightly taken a decline, down by close to 57% if we take a look at July and August of this year as compared to July and August of the last year. However, overall activity did remain confined today, as I mentioned, Taha, and this activity confinement will remain up all the way up till Thursday, because tomorrow will be the last trading session of the week. Friday, on account of Jumu'atul Wida, the market could be closed, and then going on Eid holiday, so there will be a big gap in between. So activity and some profit-taking element is expected in the market.
Definitely, the market did close on a bullish note. It did snap 2 days of profit-taking and a bearish spell that was prevailing on the stock market for the past two trading sessions. But today, the cement sector did lose a substantial amount of money. Most of the scrips which were involved in this particular sector did lose some sort of money there. But foreign investment, foreign injection did come into the stock market. As I mentioned, NCCPL data would be released soon, so we would be updating you from that end as well. But the market closing 107 points in the positive territory. But the energy sector, the oil sector, was in the limelight throughout the course of the day. Park Petroleum, OGDC, all gaining substantial amounts. And as you can see on your screen, the 100 index eventually closing 107 points up at a level of 9,137. 120.4 million shares were traded at the 100 index. The KSE 30 index also closing on a bullish stance, 149 points up, with 8.37 million shares closing at 9,761, and the KMI 30 index following suit as always to the main bourse, closing also on a bullish note, up by 247 points at 13,504. 51.5 million shares were seen changing hands at the KMI 30 index. 374 scrips were active. The value of 209 scrips actually gained at the local equity market for the third trading session, while the value of 139 scrips did decline today, and the value of 26 scrips remained unchanged. Volumes again, Zen, we did see volumes on the lower side. 140 odd million shares were traded at the local equity market. Lack of leverage tool again, and uncertainty regarding the upcoming monetary policy statement by the State Bank, and also the holy month of Ramadan coming to an end, Eid around the corner. All these things are keeping some sort of this trading activity on a dull note.
True, and the majority of the reason being the holidays, upcoming holidays. Monetary policy statement will be having some amount of impact on sentiments of investors as well. However, the picture does seem to be pretty clear as far as the stance which the central bank could be taking. Inflation numbers for September, for the month of August, did show a decline once again. 10.69% is where the CPI inflation of Pakistan on a year-on-year basis is standing at the moment. However, based on the fact that 1st of September increase in local petrol prices was seen, commodity prices have shot up on account of Ramadan, and economists are estimating that inflation will sort of become sticky in September, October and November, all the way till the end of this particular year. So based on that, inflation estimates are going to remain between 10.5% to 11%. On the back of that, many economists are of the opinion that the current stance of 13% discount rate would be maintained by the central bank as far as this upcoming MPS towards the end of September is concerned. Others, however, on an optimistic view, are saying that about a 20 to 25 basis point decrease could also be coming in from the State Bank of Pakistan towards the end of this month. If you take a look at the volume leaders in the market today, it's Jahangir Siddiqui and Company closing on top of the volume leader list, closing at a price of 28 rupees and 82 paisa, 28 rupees and 62 paisas, up by 45 paisas, 13.76 million shares. Fauji Cement 7.51, down 49 paisas, 9.8 million shares. OGDC 8.7 million shares. A lot of news coming in from OGDC these days. Oil and gas discoveries being made by OGDC on a regular basis. That has been helping sentiments in the E&P sector all the way, as well as OGDC 116.4 rupee closing. DG Khan Cement 34.65, down by 20 paisas, and RFAB Securities number 5 on the volume leader list today, 37.71 rupee closing, down by 62 paisas, 8.24 million shares. And as we can see from the volume leader list situation over here as well, highest volume in a single share with 13.76 million shares. As we mentioned, overall volume of the market also confined at 140.67 million shares based on the lack of activity which is taking place based on certain uncertainties, as well as profit-taking element being existing in the market. Nonetheless, the market did perform on a good note today, closed 107 points in the positive at a level of 9,137 points. That was the closing for the local equity market in the third trading session of the week. We'll take a very short break here on Market Close. On the other side, more news about the market as well as economic data coming in. Now, car prices just ahead of Eid have started to go up on the back of premium being charged by dealers. We'll give you more analysis on that, as well as Chairman FBR's views on withholding tax from the Karachi stock market right after this break, so do stay with us.